Okay, good morning. Today is utility room day, furring it out. No big deal. Start at the bottom, work your way up. All right. Okay, good afternoon. Making some pretty good progress on my utility room walls. This wall is basically the front of the trailer. So that's the front. The hitch and all is right outside that door. That's where the propane will be. So this wall will be spray foamed to 2 inches. And I haven't done it yet, but up here, it's kind of hard. Actually, you can see me because that's freaking stainless steel, bro. That cap is stainless steel. And in the corners are forged, or let's see, I guess it would be called poured aluminum castings. And there's some wires I've got to put some conduit around, but I'll do that later. But I don't know if you can see this or not, but once I get my my pieces up there, I'm gonna be putting those. Let's see, try it from an angle, and then that will give me a nailer, so I can put a piece of board up there, and then that whole cavity, that round cavity, will all be filled with beautiful spray foam. It'll be nice. Got a nice fan in my utility room. My walls coming along. Okay, I'll be back. Let me finish this wall. Then I'm gonna do around that door, and then I've got that little wall. I've got 2 pieces to put there and frame out the compartment door, and then that wall will be ready for spray foam. And of course, you know, I've got to do my wires. No big deal. Put them in the conduit and get them tucked in real nice. Those are all trailer wires, by the way. So all the trailer lights work. So by the grace of God, if everything works, then it should work forever. All right, I'll talk to you soon. I'll be back. All right, gotta go get some more screws. Got a whole bunch right there, number 8s and number 8s. I'm looking for number 10s. I need number 10s. Well, if I don't have any number 10s, then I'm going to use number 8. See this or not, but I'm gonna frame around this door, and basically what I'm gonna do is follow the and 5/8. Okay. So I'll be back. Go cut a 40 and 5/8. Okay. Got the utility room pretty much furred out. Got around that door. When I put the walls on, I'm gonna wrap the edges of that door with aluminum, sort of like it is now, but around the wood once I put the finished wall on. And then that'll make that nice. And turn around. Same thing with the door. I've got a piece to cut across the top. And I have to notch it for that vent. And then frame that vent out. And again, that'll be wrapped in aluminum as well. I didn't get to my angled pieces today. It'll be those pieces will each be cut so that when I install a piece of plywood straight across there, it'll be nice. Floor's all done. It's looking real good in here. I gotta put all my stuff back in. In case anyone was wondering, I do mill my own furring strips because it's hard to find true dimensional lumber these days, or actually it's impossible. And I needed it 1 inch, so 1 inch by 1.5. Got the drain pipe in for the kitchen sink, which runs down, runs over. It's gonna be kind of hard to see, and ties into the shower drain. And here's my vent pipe. I don't know if you can see down to the ground or not, but yeah, you can. Remind me to put a cap on that tonight. Gotta drill the hole for the toilet, and drill a hole right there for the vent pipe. Didn't get as much done today on the plumbing as I had hoped, but anyway, when it's finished tomorrow, I'll give you the grand tour. I'm just too fucking tired right now to continue. I don't even know what time it is right now. It's probably like 3:30. But anyway, I've only got to frame out that door, which is the main door, front door. Frame around that vent. So that stud and that stud, and the stud in the corner gets a furring strip. So on that wall, I've got 4 more furring strips. And then the opposing wall, I've got one right in that corner right there. And then that corner will be ready for spray foam and ready for finished wall. What I'm going to do up in there is, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got a beautiful piece of stainless steel, covering that thing. So what I'm going to do is, tomorrow, I'm going to put a backer. I don't know if I can get that up in there or not. I'm going to put a backer on that so that when we spray, it'll go up, and this will be insulated, and it'll look real nice. I actually may even take it down, so and just put it back up once the once the wall is furred out. But anyway, you get the idea. While I'm standing here, I might as well start closing the windows. So far, every day that I've worked here, I've not left the window open, so I feel pretty good about that. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but I mean, there's pretty much the finished bed frame with under mattress storage. And of course, the tanks are under there. I've got a little tightening up to do down there before I do spray foam, because I don't want any spray foam to go underneath. And of course our vent there. I'm just coming over here to shut this window. All right, window's shut. Today's Tuesday, so we all know what tomorrow is. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and Wednesday is the day before spray foam folks come. So once that little bit of plumbing's done, basically got to run the cold line from the supply, which comes from the tanks, or when you hook up to the shore water. It is 1 3/4 inch blue cold water that comes all the way down here to the hot water tank. But we're gonna stop it right here where the shower and the bath and vent is, and put a T and run a run up, and that'll basically be our cold water supply, so we don't have to come back from the hot water tank with the cold water. That's stupid. Just go from the source to there, and then we'll run some 1/2 inch underneath the floor and stub it out for the kitchen sink. I'm also going to run a cold line, which I can do later on, but for an ice maker, if I get the ice maker in the refrigerator. I haven't decided yet. But either way, I still want water over in this general area for future, for whatever. We'll see. Okay, I'm done, man. I'm gonna load up my stuff and head on home. I may touch base with you when I lock up, but all right, I'll talk to you in a little while. Bye. All right, it's 4 o'clock. Ready to lock everything up, go home and have some dinner. Got a lot done today. Doesn't seem like it, but I tell you, everything is in preparation for that spray foam. Got to get the things done that require the spray foam. I wanted to say that my guy there that owns that boat, man, what a super cool dude. I mean, he pulled it way up so that I'd have all this room to work. And just an FYI, you never screw anything out here. You don't nail anything out here. You don't do any of that shit, because you drop a nail or a screw in the ground, you'll never find it. And it's just not cool. So all that stuff gets done inside. Any screws that are dropped get immediately picked up. I did make me a big pile of sawdust today. And like I said earlier, and I think in the previous video, that I mill my own furring strips because I want them to be a certain size. And those are scraps that I'm using when I unload so that I can work. I just set them on the 2x4s, keeps them up off the ground. This room is 94% done as far as furring. The roof is done. I've got to do that portion, which that's a 20-minute job. I just gotta get to it, and then finish the top of that door, putting the header on. But once the spray foam is done, then I got all the time in the world again. But this of course is not getting spray foamed. However, the wall on the left side of that cabinet, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on this side too, but yeah, you can. You see that wall, that cavity right there. Oh, of course you can see it if I make it bigger. That gets spray foamed, and then it gets a piece of plywood over it. And basically, this room, the finish in this room is basically going to be plywood with aluminum edges you know, just so over time, you know, you don't nick them up and that sort of thing. So, you know, all the doors will be trimmed out in aluminum, which will be real nice. I'm so tired it's even hard to even think what to say, but, you know, I should probably do more videoing in the morning. Right there, I've already made my mark for where I'm going to drill my electric plug. Will be right there, and the water will be slightly lower than that, because you don't want to hook your water up and have it, you know, drip over or spray over onto your electric. That just wouldn't be cool. So let me find the freaking key. Here it is. And lock the door. Okay, we're all locked up. Oh, here's the bag. I'll tell you something. I've been I don't know, I guess I can't say I've been a fan, but I mean, you know, when you think about buying stuff for construction, you know, you think about, you know, Home Depot. And Home Depot is pretty much where, I gotta lift this door up with my left arm again. You know, it's just, you know, it's gotta go to the HD and get everything, but not true. Not true. I've become a little bit more of a fan of Lowe's lately. You know, I ordered that one-piece shower enclosure. They've already delivered 2 of them, and I've already sent 2 of them back. So, you know, when you buy something, you'd like to have it without any blemishes on it, right? So, and that was yesterday, and I still haven't had a phone call from Home Depot to say, hey, what do you want us to do? But I'm too busy and too tired to worry about it right now, and I don't need it right at the moment, so I'm not too terribly concerned about it. So let me start this. Vehicle. I'm just gonna ramble on a little bit, but anyway, so I've needed a lot of plumbing stuff, and I've discovered that Lowe's seems to have a much better, you know, selection of plumbing parts and stuff. So, you know, I guess next time I think of plumbing, or I have a plumbing job, I'm just gonna go straight to Lowe's. So that's, you know, pretty much where I've been going for all the plumbing stuff. Now, plywood, can't beat it at Home Depot. Good prices, good quality, whatever. So that's it. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on. I want to keep this short. I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning. I've got obviously a shitload to do. So if you like the video, give a like, give a subscribe, and comments are always welcome. Have a good night.